Hello everyone, Derek Sam Toys, and we're finally getting into these two little mystery packages that you may have seen in the Roman Reigns review. All depends on how I decided to upload it. Of course, I'm probably going to do it that way now that I'm mentioning it like this, but we've got two figures here. I know what both of them are, I just don't know which one's which because they're not labeled, which I'm kind of happy about that in a sense because it leaves a little intrigue for me. Both of these figures I can say are fairly sought after for me. I've always wanted the one since it got released, and the other one I feel like would be great for pig fed stuff, and I plan to do maybe a little bit of customizing with it, and we can get more into that once I get into that figure review. But which one will it be? Will it be this one or will it be that one? I don't know. But maybe we can get a little bit of a drum roll, please. I don't know. Let's go with this one just because I'm curious as to how that one is. So I will try to open this on camera. Oh yeah, he definitely sealed that one. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna open that one off camera. So see you guys here in a minute. Alrighty, I will say this Mary Kart seller definitely hooked me up a little bit here. We got one thing of wrap. We've got two things of wrap on it. So which figure will this be? I'm kind of hoping it's what I think it is, but if it's not, I'm still excited to review the one either way, and we can talk about that custom, or well, fix up. Oh man, I don't know if you guys can tell from the pants, and or if he would come out from the bubble wrap. He got stuck on the glue, which is completely fine. But we've got the Elite Series 27 from 2014 Fandango Elite, all complete with the jacket. Man, this is really, really neat to have in the collection, especially with the jacket included, because, you know, this figure's going for a pretty nifty penny. And I will say, the two figures I got, well, I got them, I'd say, for a pretty decent price. I paid 25 bucks pretty much for the two. And taking a nice little gander at this, man, I can almost say this feels probably how it would have straight out the package back in 2014. I don't even see like a single scuff mark on this thing at all, and that is beautiful for me, just because if I'm gonna use this for fed, man, of course you got the overly ripped torso, something Mattel did quite often. If I could get this jacket off with one hand, we'd take a gander at the rest of the torso, but I'm not trying to mess up the jacket here. We've got the back of the torso. Everything is looking nice and clean. Seems like everything also poses around really good. I can't complain too much here, man. Like, yeah, there's a little bit of looseness in the legs, but honestly, it's kind of like John Morrison, which I think maybe that's how they got his pants mold, is from this Fandango Elite. So that's kind of interesting to think about here with this little retro review that we've got going on. Of course, we got the double jointed pin knees, we've got the boots mold here, all the fancy little designs in the, I'd say, zebra stripe between yellow, blue, green, purple, pink. Got a lot of different colors on here. And of course, you've got this pristine Fandango head sculpt, something I don't think they ever really changed from for the longest time. Even his second Elite, I want to say, uses the same exact head scan, maybe a little bit different. But you know, you've got the 5 o'clock shadow-ish beard, the hair with the little swoop on the side. This is like prime Fandango here. This is like perfect era Fandango. Of course, now going by the name of Dirty Dongo on the indies. You got What's My Name on the back. His logo there that also is on the side of the pants here, if you guys didn't notice. And all the same designs that he has on his pants. And you know, with all that being said, why don't we get into a final pose with Fandango? Well, you guys, now that I've got Fandango up in his final pose, what can I say about this? If this is how unboxing Fandango would have been back in the day, of course he wasn't mock, so I can't speak on that for sure, as you guys watched me open him and saw him loose in there. I can't say exactly for sure how this figure's been displayed, but honestly, if I had to judge, this is like mint condition, and honestly, this man let me get away with a steal, I'd say. When he said let's make a deal, he genuinely meant that shit, and honestly, I appreciate it because this figure feels really damn good in hand. Of course, the legs, like I said, are a tad bit loose, but I'm not complaining there. At the end of the day, everything was mint. No issues, no complaints here. So if I had to kind of give this a review based off of how it feels in hand right now, 10 years later, I'd have to say this is a good solid, honestly, retro-wise, a good solid 7.5 out of 10. Of course, I would have liked a better torso choice personally, because I don't think he was that ripped. But at the end of the day, not complaining. And at the end of the day, we still do have the star rating, the good old Meltzer match rating, the 1 to Young Buck. What would I give this man? I gave him a 7.5 out of 10. Let's give him a good solid 3.7. And that's just because he does feel great in hand. Everything considered, this is mint tier. Honestly, I probably could have gotten charged $30 for this figure alone, and I couldn't really complain too much because this is better than most figures I bought just on Mary Kart alone, let alone in the aftermarket when they weren't brand new mock. So at the end of the day, I appreciate you, guy from Mary Kart. Maybe I'll edit your username in one of these 2 videos. If I recall, I think his name was like the Texas Rattlesnake or some shit like that. I can't exactly remember. There was a few sellers I was kind of going through their list over. And I'm happy I chose this one. So, at the end of the day, yeah. Don't really have much to say there. But what I do have to say is, if you would like to, feel free to you know, like the video if you liked the video. If you didn't, well, womp womp, I guess. Maybe you can dance your way into some other video I made that you may like, such as an unboxing video, maybe a different action figure review, or maybe some pick fed content if you guys would like to. You know, I am in the middle of working on a matchup now. We've got the Shield versus, as I call them in the Fed, the Vigilantes. And yeah, you know, that match I'm hoping comes out like a banger. I'm working my way towards it. I'm also trying to work my way into getting this battle royal started. But I also do want to try to upload part 2 now, of course, because the arena is different. Do you guys want me to just do the last 3 matches in its own separate part? I don't know, you guys can feel free to comment your suggestions on that in the comment section below. I'm thinking about maybe doing the last 3 matches in its own part. Maybe I'll save the American Nightmare Open Challenge for its own part and just do Sting and Darby versus The Shield and the Battle Royal in its own part. I don't know, we'll find out. But on that note, if you guys would like to, feel free to follow me on Instagram if you guys would like. If not, feel free to subscribe here on YouTube if you guys would like to. If you don't mind, sorry for the yawn there. But at the end of the day, we are at 265 subscribers. And the goal for the end of the year is now 300 now that we reached over 250. So, can we make it happen? I don't know, but I'd be pretty excited if we do get to 300 by the end of the year. Maybe I'll try to do something special for it. I can't guarantee it though, especially now that I have an apartment again. So, hey, at least I'm moving up and I was still able to kind of maintain a channel at the same time. So, on that note, have a good rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever the case may be. I don't know, because I'm not watching this with you. If anything, maybe I might watch it on my own time just to see how weird I sound or how much I rambled. But at the end of the night, have a good rest of your night. Deuces, ooses. Yeet.